Race number 5 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 4 o'clock. It is the Tab Touch Better Your Bet handicap over 1,400 metres. In replay, we can look at the trial of Arcadia Prince at Larkhill.
By about a half length, but on the outside and closing in strongly, and taking the front is Special Reward. Through along the inside, Chest and Flyer, but Special Reward went into another gear, got to the lead. Coming through is Chest and Flyer, but Special Reward with the ears pricked has won nicely. Second, Chest.
Arcadia Prince trialled really well over that 950 metre trip at Larkhill, and he really should relish what maps has been a genuinely run 1,400 metre contest on what will be his first start for Adam Durrant. I think he's a worthy favourite here. This family's been very good to Bob and Sandra Peters. This son of Piero out of Arcadia goes on top. The main danger and a big danger at that is number 1, A Knight of Pro. He won a very high rating race 2 weeks ago, beating Bold Success, who we'll also see on the Belmont card. He's second up. He didn't trial, so there's probably some more improvement there. I suppose the query has got to be, can he back up that very high rating this time on Saturday? He has got a higher PB than what he ran 2 weeks ago, so I think he might well do it. He looks like a big danger here. Number 2, New Time, placed third behind A Knight of Pro in that race a couple of weeks ago. That was his 107th start. He goes around race number 108 on Saturday. He'll be significantly shorter odds than he was back then. And then number 10, Petrosity. He was 7th in that Knight of Pro race over 1,300 metres. He was pretty weak late off what was a pretty good speed. He gets in on the limit weight here for the returning Chris Parnham. My top selection in race number 4, going to go with number 4, Arcadia Prince, to beat 1, A Knight of Pro, 2, New Time and 10, Petrosity. Race number 6 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 4:35. It's the Devil's Lair handicap over 1,300 metres. In replay, we can look at the last start of Bold Success.
Success, and then Bow Count balancing at the 300. It's New Time regaining the lead. A Knight of Pro gets a split. Bold Success follows him through, and then came Petrosity under heavy punishment, followed then by Turbo Power. Pims Royale coming down the outskirts. A Knight of Pro shut up on the rails to grab the lead from New Time. Bold Success, Knight of Pro in front. A Knight of Pro, clever ride to get home.
It's taken a little while, but the connections of Bold Success have figured him out. He just simply doesn't like other horses, so he has to be ridden out of the way from them. I think barrier number 6 will allow William Pike to do that on Saturday, and he certainly boasts the right form lines around the likes of Reykjavik, who won the Hannon's Handicap at Kalgoorlie on Wednesday, and A Knight of Pro. And this is a graduation race. He won a graduation race 2 starts ago. I think he'll be winning on Saturday. Goes on top from number 10, Lady Lejeune, has placed third in this grade in 3 of her last 4 races. Certainly a danger, but I've certainly got Bold Success clearly on top. Number 11's an interesting runner. That's Patristic. Resumed 6 weeks following what was an impressive maiden victory off what was an equally impressive trial win as well. And then number 1, Big Caroline's got the form in the book, talented enough, but she is a very difficult customer for an apprentice jockey. William Pike gets on really well with her. Brodie Kirby takes the ride on Saturday. He's ridden her 3 times for just a 1 minor placing. My top selection in race number 6, I'm going to go with number 2, Bold Success, to beat 10, Lady Lejeune, 11, Patristic and 1, Big Caroline. Race number 7 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 5:10. It's the Crown Perth opening day 20 October handicap over 1,000 metres. The replay horse, look at the last start third of Imperial Venus.
Gifted with a beautiful inside runner's Time to Trade shifts ground. Imperial Venus and Battle Storm is now being popped. The big question, 200 left to go. Time to Trade, Night Voyage found a split closer towards the inside. Imperial Venus, Battle Storm coming though together. It's Battle Storm on the outside, goes to Night Voyage, gets the head in front and is too good for them. Battle Storm.
Imperial Venus is very hard to catch for punters, but he is a swooper in what maps as a pretty fast run race here. And I think Jared Noske, who takes over from Mitchell Pateman, who's elected to ride at Kalgoorlie, may well just simply be the jockey for which Imperial Venus has been looking. Will need some luck in the straight here. Will probably last at 600 metres from home, but does finish off really well and goes on top here as a value proposition. From number 3, Nicotrice, who led against his regular pattern first up after leaving the gates really well for Glenn Smith. Gets barrier number 2 here. I think Nicotrice will probably go forward, so you've got both bases covered there. Number 9, Chest and Flyer, is back and returns over what seems to be his best trip of 1,000 metres. They tried him over 13 and 1,400 metres last campaign and it simply didn't work. I thought his trial was okay, but not much more than that. And then number 7, Just a Fluke, went far too quickly in the early stages of his last start. That was back in April. Taylor Stone was aboard that day. She keeps the ride, hoping that Taylor gets the speed right a little bit better here. Just a Fluke will be on speed throughout. My top selection in race number 7, I'm going to go with number 4, Imperial Venus, to beat 3, Nicotrice, 9, Cheston Flyer and 7, Just a Fluke. Race number 7 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 5:45. It's the Amelia Park Lodge Handicap over 1,600 metres. In replay, we're going to look at the last start 5th of Dart Prospect.
Being followed over on the outside by Noir Daru, and then at the head of the others came Yindi. Ravelli still well back. Beaucount led them at the 250. Noir Daru is starting to close the margin down. It's Beaucount now a length and a half in front. Almost won. Noir Daru coming. It's still Beaucount. Beaucount, Noir Daru gets it. Noir Daru reaches the lead. Running on Mycroft, but Noir Daru got home over the top of Beaucount.
I think for many punters, they'd class Dart Prospect's last start as a little bit disappointing, but he draws a little bit better on Saturday. Barrier number 3 instead of barrier number 8, and he still ran a pretty good speed figure 7 days ago. I think he's well worth keeping with, and I want to be on him when he next wins. Could well be on Saturday. Goes on top from number 10, Double Digit. Comes out of a midweek race, but it was a very good win in very good time. I think he's capable of going on with it. Gets in here on the limit weight, having carried 58.5 last start, just the 54 on Saturday. 11 Flying Roar's running really well at the moment. Maps as the probable leader from gate number 2 for Jason Brown and Jimmy Taylor. Has to go into your numbers. And then there's number 3, Elegant Blast, who resumed in really good form. She is, however, somewhat of a non-winner. Just the 4 wins from 28 starts. Has finished 2nd or 3rd on 13 other occasions. Got barrier 1 here. Has to go in the exotics. Top selection in race number 8, going to go with number 9, Dart Prospect, to beat 10 Double Digit, 11 Flying Roar and 3 Elegant Blast. It's now time to nominate my best bets on the Belmont card. Going to steer clear of Enticing Star, even though she will win doing cartwheels. Going to go in race number 6, another horse in the Cerise and White. Number 2, Bold Success. And then the value bet for mine, the other best bet on the card, is in race number 7, number 4, Imperial Venus. It's easy to stay up to date with everything that's happening at Perth Racing. You can log on to our website or you can follow us on one of our social media channels. Until next time, bye for now.